All right, ladies and gentlemen, another 24 hours. I had some series of change of weathers that I didn't do on video because they were almost the same thing I keep doing over and over again until they receive their healing fully. So because I want to do something special today, I decided to shoot this video as well. Now I want to change the water for them and make their treatment take a new dimension. If you look at them very well, their braces are slightly receiving their healing. Look at this one here. This one still have something on his call, and then some on his dorsal fin. Then this particular one also have some on his call, and he's looking kind of whitish or so. However, they're just doing fine. I think they are about a week plus now on treatment. So today I want to take a new dimension towards treating them. First, top it up with water. That's exactly what I gotta do right now. Let me see if I can get water from here. Perfect. So as soon as this water gets to the normal level, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do to improve their health status very, very fast. Everything done in a natural way. Already water is almost getting to the point I want it to be, and bingo, it has. Yep. So this is just okay for them. Now at this point we're going to administer two kind of treatments. Yes, we're going to put two kind of natural treatment. One is going to be the beta leaf, the almighty beta leaf. Okay, I call it almighty because it has a lot of advantages. Almighty beta leaf. Now one is the almighty beta leaf, while the other is the normal salt we use. So let's get table salt for them, and then the beta leaf too. All right, this is table salt. I usually keep it in this blue band container. Alright, so if you have a good look, I will use just a teaspoon of table salt. Just one, because I'm going to do some combination. So that is okay. And then I'm going to administer them FBC. Boom, what you have here is fresh bitter leaf. I just harvested it from my farm. They're still looking very fresh and healthy, So now I'm going to put them in a container, the form of FBC. FBC means floating bitter leaf container. I have a video shot on this FBC before. You can just go through them, and trust me, you will enjoy how I managed to do that. So now I am going to place them in a bitter leaf container. Or let me use this one instead. Then as soon as I do that, I will cover. Try and get covered. Okay, beautiful. So now it's covered. Now the bitter leaf is just inside. All these holes you see by the corners are to help the bitter content of the leaf radiate out of the container into the pond. So look at them at the bottom. They're just looking fresh, and looking beautiful as well. So let me just drop it here. Boom. All right, now this is a mixture of table salt and the almighty bitter leaf. Now let's see what happens in the next 24 hours. 24 hours later, let me just give you a hint or an expo. 24 hours later, the bitter content in this container will radiate into this water, and that bitter content is actually very rich in fighting against bacteria, fighting against parasites, fighting against fungal infections, and then also antioxidant in nature. It has a whole lot of advantages, and that is why I call it the almighty beta leaf. So let's watch and see what happens in the next 24 hours. Bingo. This is Julian Fish Academy. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do to stop now. Just pause the video and click the subscription button, and also click on the bell notification so that once we drop our videos, you'll be the first people, or you'll be among the first people to receive them. And trust me, the outcome is always going to be very, very effulgent. Thank you for listening, and this is Julian Fish Academy. Let's see what happens in 24 hours. Boom. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a few days later. Something terrible happened. Just have a look. No fish inside. So the two fish have probably jumped out of this quarantine, and they have found themselves somewhere else where no one can tell. So I'm gonna search them around off camera, and once I look at them, I'll let you know. Come on, look at whom we have here. Oh shit, is he still alive? Yeah, definitely he's alive. Oh damn, but he must have suffered. Shit. I wonder how many hours he has been out of water. Alright, let's look for the second one. He must have suffered for a very, very longer period of time. A fish out of water is like a man inside water without oxygen. Oh. And this alone will weaken them. Well, let's keep looking for the second one. Oh, yeah, must have the second one fallen into. Oh, look at him here. Boom. And there's the second one on the floor too. Oh shit. These guys have been out of water for a long period of time. Hey, come on, relax. Don't be stubborn, okay? Huh. Well, this stress they have gone out of water alone is a terrible threat for them. I'll quickly drop them inside water. But the chances of them surviving is very, very low as we speak. Very, very low. I've had experience of this kind of scenario several times, where your fish jump out of the treatment pond and find itself on the floor and spend hours without water. You know, it's very, very low for them to recover. However, I'm just thinking of what to do right now, because I know keeping this fish in this condition to be something else. Now, however, the bitter leaf must have exhausted its function. Let's open it and see what the inside looks like. Boom. Oh, this is actually fresh bitter leaf. I think my wife is the one that changed this one in my absence. I traveled, so I was not in control of what was happening here. So they're actually fresh bitter leaf. I expected the ones here to be very dirty and dull, but what I have here is fresh one. So my wife did the changes. What do we do to these two guys? The truth about it is that these two guys will not survive the test of time. That's the gospel truth. They will not survive the test of time. If I allow them here, in the next 24 hours, boom, they will be floating. And the big question now is, what do we do? They have lost a lot of cells in the process of being on the floor for hours. They have not been able to have oxygenated oxygen or water to breathe with. And so it became a very big threat for them. In the next 24 hours, I bet you this fish may not be alive. But however, for the sake of experiment, let's give it a try and see what happens in the next 24 hours. Boom, this is once again Julian Fish Academy. So I am going to drop this bitter leaf here and then add some little salt just to energize them, but I doubt if they will make it anyway, because from history, once your fish jumps out of the pond and spends nothing less than 4 or 5 hours out of water, that fish loses a lot of cells, and before you know it, will not survive, will definitely die off. But however, for the sake of this video, I will have to wait for the next 24 hours and see what happens. But I will give him all the necessary treatment they deserve. So this is table salt. We're going to administer just a few inside for them. This is just okay. And then probably drop some particle of food if they will eat, because I know by virtue of their sickness they lose appetite and they don't eat. It's just catfish for you. Alright, that's just a few grain. Talk about 8 grains of feed. You just drop it on their water. They may not eat on this grain anyway, but we are just doing that for, precautive measures. They are very tired, my dear. I pray you both survive. Boom. So now, to avoid them from jumping out again, we have to put this load on top. Now with this load on top, there's no way they can jump out of this pond. Absolutely no way. Alright, let's see what happens in the next 24 hours. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do well to click the subscription button, like our videos, and then share them as well with your friends, especially those that are into the farming system. Thanks for watching, and let's see what happens in the next 24 hours. Boom. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is 24 hours later. Let's see if they have made it. Boom. Whoa. No one is floating at the surface, so it is a good sign that they actually did not die. Wow, this is first of its kind, for a fish to be falling out of a pond without water for so many hours and still survives the test of the night. This is just amazing. Alright, this is the FBC with bitter leaf inside. Drop it here, and let me change their water. Okay, let me quickly do that. Oops. I'm impressed that they actually survived the night, over the time after falling out of the pond for such a long period of time. Come on, where are you heading to? Don't be too stuck. Oh, this guy that fell off now, to pick him. Oh, you can see you're very strong now. You have fully recovered. Relax. Boom. Alright, let's prepare water for them. So at this point in time, I'm going to try giving them food. For them to have survived this long means that they're likely going to do well. So let me get some food for them, and let's see how they'll react to the food available. This is quite small, but it's always good to give them little because you do not know how they are going to react to it. So I'm going to leave them in this condition with the food inside, and then put some little tables out and watch what happens in the next 24 hours. Boom.